A viral video has surfaced online showing some workers at the Supreme Court hailing the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, as he arrived the Apex Court premises on Wednesday morning. Now, in the short clip, several onlookers and staff could be heard chanting Onyendu, Onyendu, a title of respect used by Nnamdi Kanu supporters as he made his way into the Supreme Court building under tight security. According to reports, Kanu personally submitted a formal letter addressed to the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Kudirat Kekereekun, urging the Apex Court to discontinue his ongoing terrorism trial. What is the fate of Nnamdi Kanu November 20? Now, the Defense Counsel is in a tight corner. They don't have many options on their hands. If this case continues like this, if it goes on like this without any interference from the federal government, Nnamdi Kanu will be sentenced, whatever sentence they are going to give me, but they will pass a judgment. Whether you are saying that the government is unfair or not, I told some people that ever since you allowed Nnamdi Kanu to be captured by Buhari and Malami and brought into Nigeria, don't come and start gaslighting anybody that we will beat them at their court. No. You are in the hands of the federal government. Expect the judgment to favor the government of the day, because Nigeria itself cannot give justice to its own people, not to talk of the Biafran leader. Yes, the Fulani kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya, and we never knew his whereabouts until they presented him in Nigeria. And you think that with all the resources they pulled to bring in Nnamdi Kanu to face trial in the country, do you think that they'll just give him justice that you expect? Some IPOB news handles have been lying and telling all sort of lies, half-truths, disinformation to Biafrans, to Igbo people, saying that Nnamdi Kanu will win, Nnamdi Kanu will be released, and this and that. Enough of this disinformation. Let's tell ourselves the truth. It's only the truth that can set us free. What will it profit you if you are lying to yourself? The problem here is that the Defense Counsel is in a tight corner. My question is, why did we resume this case in the first place without addressing how they brought him into Nigeria? Why did you resume this case? Who advised the Defense Counsel to Nnamdi Kanu to continue this case? Let the prosecution bring the evidence. Yes, this one, you now start denying. They have brought you into their court. The prosecution, and they deceived the Defense Counsel. They now made them to continue the case. And I assure, this case will stop. That was what Omotosho was saying. We'll make sure that we fasten up this case. We'll make sure that we give judgment. They were trying to play on your emotions, on your mentality, and you people fell for it. Now don't enter the case to come out na problem. My brother, if November 20 reaches, they are going to sentence Nnamdi Kanu. This is the reality. Whether it is illegal, whether there's no justice, this is what is going to happen. So equip yourself with the truth first before you start saying allegations, this one and that. You see, when I see so many people supporting Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB and the Biafra agitation, I see so many emotional people. That is why we don't get results. If you are so emotional about a thing, look at how they put themselves in a trap. Why is Nnamdi Kanu going to the Supreme Court to write a letter asking the federal government to discontinue the case? That is in a position, he's in a weak position. He's using style to beg. Look at him. He went to the Supreme Court to submit a letter that addresses the CGN, urging the court to discontinue his ongoing terrorism trial. What if the court says no? What will you do? Would heaven come down? We need to be strategic. Like I said, the way we are running this agitation, Biafra agitation with emotions, we are not so strategic. We don't even listen to people. We just do the things ourselves. When we enter problem, that's when we'll be crying foul. For what I see in this case, Igbos are in a tight corner in this whole thing. Because I believe that Igbos are in custody, the way Nnamdi Kanu is in custody. I believe so. Because Nnamdi Kanu, if he's released today, if you know the kind of influence he will command in the southeastern part of the country, imagine Nnamdi Kanu is released today. If you know the jubilation that will be going in the southeast from people you don't even expect, people you think that they are not IPOB, they are not. These people are not supporting Biafra. You don't know that this Biafra thing is a spirit in the lives of every Igbo man. I'm telling you, the Yoruba man will say I'm Oduduwa. The Igbo man will say I'm a Biafran. Yes. So the influence Nnamdi Kanu commands, it's affecting a lot of people. If they sentence this man on November 20th, man, it's not going to be so good for some people. But the problem here is that the people that are not saying the truth, when Samuel Ekpa was arrested, so many handles, so many IPOB handles or social media handles were saying, it's a lie, he was not arrested. He's in his house, so you are lying to the people, you are twisting the fact, you are twisting the truth. Why not equip yourself with the truth first? Then you know what you can do because you know the truth. If you are entering a forest and you know that there's trap here, trap there for this place, you have the information. You know the truth that there's a trap here. You know how to dodge the trap. But you lie to yourself that there's no trap. Forget, there's no trap that can catch me. You put your leg there, the trap will catch you because you are lying to yourself. Whether the truth or what is going on, what is likely to happen, whether it favors us or not, does not mean that we'll be lying to ourselves. Now, this man is in a fix. November 20, some people, they still believe that they cannot jail Nnamdi Kanu. You see emotions written all over them. You don't win a battle by emotions. Emotions don't win battle. I tell you. Look at Abiola was killed. Most Yoruba leaders were killed. It was emotional. June 12 riot and everything. After, these people sat down and they strategically planned towards taking power. From taking power. June 12, holiday was given to them. Yoruba states honored June 12. How many Igbo states, how many Igbo leaders are honoring, I think, is it the Biafra Remembrance Day? How many? How many of them? Strategy is what we need when it comes to this agitation. Biafra cannot die. Me, I'm a Biafran. I'm a proud Biafran. Man, I'm a Biafran. You see me always talk about restructuring. I know what I'm doing. Restructuring is what we need in Nigeria. If we continue like this, my brother, those people that are saying Nnamdi Kanu is a terrorist, Nnamdi Kanu is this, I have always answered this question. I said, when you go to a battle, let's say we have the Nigerian forces, we have the Biafran forces. In a battle, the Nigerian forces sees a Biafran soldier as a criminal, as a terrorist. The Biafran forces will see the Nigerian forces as a criminal and terrorist. I know some people are pushing for one Nigeria that is destroying their heritage, destroying their culture, taking away their lands, destroying their women and children, destroying their language, destroying their legacy, cultural legacies. One Nigeria, they are fighting for one Nigeria, no problem. It's okay. Now, a project created by some colonialists, and they are benefiting from that project. If that project is destroyed, if the Nigerian project is destroyed, they stop benefiting, and the people start benefiting from their own natural resources. Imagine in the Niger Delta, some communities, they have natural resources, but they cannot benefit from these natural resources because of one Nigeria you are fighting for. There's no revolution that does not have casualties. There's no revolution. In fact, if the Nigerian people wants to take back their government, if the Nigerian people wants to fight for their rights, there will always be bloodshed. Any revolution in any guise, in any way. Look at the NBAD governors protest. Look at the Lekki protest. There was always bloodshed. Now, the government of the day accused of shedding the blood of its people. Nobody is calling them terrorists. Nobody is calling the Nigerian government terrorists for shedding the blood of its own people. Nobody is calling them. But because Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for freedom, you see it as he's a criminal. Why will he kill this one? Why will he do this one? Now, IPOB members have been protesting peacefully over the years. But the Nigerian government, in its usual way, will go to a side whereby people are protesting peacefully because the Fulani has influence in the military and northern Nigeria. They use their sentiment and you start killing people up and down because of your hatred. They send people to the southeast because of personal hatred for the Igbo people. Some people will start using their guns, killing innocent people. Who will now hold the Nigerian government responsible for the crimes it has committed on its own people? Who will call the Nigerian government terrorists? But it is, look at Sonegbo. Look at what he did to the Fulani. Look at how the Fulani roped it and they turned everything together. If you are going to stand on the side of restructuring, you must speak against whatever Nigeria as an entity is doing to nations existing within its territory. Nations cannot harness their potentials. Nations cannot achieve their destinies. In this Nigeria, according to Nnamdi Kanu, he said this contraption, this zoo, I always said that it is a mere geographical expression. And this is what is going on. And we are here looking at it. So if you think that Nnamdi Kanu is not fighting for a just cause, I don't know what to say. I've never seen anybody fought for any cause without any bloodshed. I've never seen. If Nigeria is going to change today, for instance, let's look at the Ilorin and Kwara that the Fulani has hijacked. Okay, if you are going to take over Ilorin from the Fulani, do you think that you are going to say, this big grammar, you're going to sign paper? We sign this paper, just go, Fulani, just go, carry your load and go. Without them resisting, if the Hausas want to liberate themselves politically in northern Nigeria with your constitution, with your democracy, with your civilization, if the Hausas want to liberate themselves economically, politically, religiously, and traditionally from the house of the Fulani, don't you think that there will be bloodshed? And don't you think that the Fulani, any Hausa person that wants to liberate its own people from the shackles of the... Don't you think that the Fulani would call that person a terrorist and a treasonable person? Don't you think so? Nnamdi Kanu represents... say, these Western countries, they don't like what Nnamdi Kanu is doing. They don't like it. Britain allowed Nnamdi Kanu to start saying what he's saying in UK until a trap was set. So as far as he stepped his foot in Kenya, he was seized and snatched from Kenyan authorities. And they found him in Nigeria. The people with Nnamdi Kanu could not account where he was. And these people would just come together and say, we are this and that. My brother, this case is more complicated than you think. If you think they are going to release Nnamdi Kanu, my brother, with this particular case, we don't have an advantage. The Defense Council, Nnamdi Kanu and co. don't have an advantage. It is only for them to beg or use lobby. Let's use the word lobby. Let's not say beg, because beg to some people it looks we are condescending. We are ashamed and shameful. You see, political power is political power. When somebody has a power at a point in time, you need to follow due process, because the person can wield its power to crush you. If somebody has an edge over you at a point in time, you need to use your brain and wisdom to liberate yourself. The Yorubas saw that their leaders have been killed. They now strategically form alignment with the North, and they got themselves into position of power, and they use their politics and everything. They find their way at the top. And look at what they are doing to the Fulani. Look at how the Yorubas are powerful today in Nigeria. I have said this before, that if anybody wants to leave Nigeria, the Yorubas will be the first. The Yorubas are the ones keeping this country together. If you don't know it, if you want to tell yourself the truth, if the Yorubas today decide that we are not going to succumb to the Nigerian project, if it's left for the Igbos only, Nigeria will have divided. But why is it that Nigeria is not divided? It's because the Igbos are the ones that are even making sure that Nigeria is not divided, and the Yorubas are the ones putting Nigeria together. The Igbos are shouting, we want our own country, but the Igbos have investment all over Nigeria. How possible, when we are not strategic in what we are doing and how we are dealing with ourselves? We are not strategic. All of a sudden, we just spread our tentacles left, right, center. When we want to even, okay, we are building our country. You know the sentiment of the Fulani, northern Nigeria, and other people towards you. You think that, okay, if we have Biafra, and we enter an agreement, we'll sit down here, you stand here, we'll do international passport. I will be a foreigner in your country, whenever I have Biafra. Or when you have the Biafra, they go tell you, say, go back to your house. Now after you go say, some people, did they eye your investment? Some people are just telling, in the southwest, you buy land for 99 years. They give you certificate of occupancy, not ownership. Some people say, not even get CFO. And you're claiming me, we build. If you reach time, they go tell you, the government will tell you, go confiscate your properties, because there is a revolution, there's a change of the Nigerian structure. They may not even allow you to keep your whatever it is. So we are not strategic in what we are doing, and we are asking for a nation called Biafra. We need to really plan and plan and plan. let us be circumspect with what we are doing. In the first place, are we even united as Igbo people? When you talk about this Biafra, some people are just saying Biafra, Biafra. If Biafra hits today, some people will leave their business. Some of your big men, your entrepreneurs, your billionaires, will never subscribe to Biafra because of what they have at stake in Nigeria. They will come. They will keep quiet. They will not lend their voice to the Biafra, whatever it is. They will be going at the back to frustrate what Biafra. They will be frustrating it. Don't mind these people. They are not serious. Blah blah blah. Your governors will come in the daylight and say, we support Nnamdi Kanu's release. We ask the government to support to release Nnamdi Kanu for us. When he reach night, they will go back and say, please don't release this man. No. If you release this man, it's going to be a big problem. Even Soludo said it. Soludo said it. If you release this man, it's going to be a big problem. Soludo that wanted to do campaign, he used Ipob to do campaign. He used Nnamdi Kanu's situation to do campaign, as if he was supporting Nnamdi Kanu. He deceived the Ethiopian people. He understood them. At a point in time, he said, most people in Anambra State are illiterate. That was your governor, Soludo, what he said. Because he understands that the way they are emotional. Anybody can just stand up today. Anybody just stand today and call Biafra. And people just follow that person like sheep. They just follow them without even looking at that person critically. When Shore said he was going to protest, I asked you, I said, what would this protest bring to agitation? What did the protest yield? Number one, Shore benefited more from the protest that they did than even Biafrans. You are saying awareness. Do you think that the world don't know what is going on, what is happening to Nnamdi Kanu? Do you think that people are not lobbying? People are lobbying international governments on this Biafra and Nnamdi Kanu case. Do you think people don't know what's going on? But emotions, we are just destroyed by emotions. Now, if you call for a Southeast delegation, let's come and think on how we can push for an agenda. You don't see anybody. Everybody just running their own personal agenda. This one will run his own interest. Look at the Southwest. Look at Southwest governors coming together. The Southwest is the only intentional region as of today. Usually, we used to have Southeast Governors Forum. We have South-South Governors Forum. We have Southwest Governors Forum. But now, we don't see any meetings anymore. It's only the Southwest I see meet. Even and in Northeast, some Northern Nigeria, they meet because of their region, because they are seeing tomorrow. Now, if the Southwest wants to leave Nigeria, they will have a 10 to 20 years long plan. They will have mapped out a plan, 10 to 20 years, on how they are going to exit the country. But someone just do gra. We do gra now. Nnamdi Kanu is in this situation. Some people say if they sentence Nnamdi Kanu, Nigeria will burn, Nigeria will do this and that. I hope people understand the gravity of what they are saying. Nobody is elevating the Nigerian government or you are a saboteur. You are supporting Nigeria over Biafra. That is the emotions. That is the way we have been pushing about this agitation. We are not even getting results. We are always being pushed to one side. Look at people that are strategic in their fight for freedom and agitation. You see how Nnamdi Kanu started with the media. He did not do the Nzomu approach. He started with the media, educating, enlightening people, and people bought into his own agenda of pushing for Biafra. You see how strategic he was before he got to this moment. So it's all about strategy. If they sentence Nnamdi Kanu, I don't know. Heaven will not fall. You know why? You have Hope Uzodinma accused of so many atrocities on the Biafran people. Till today, Hope Uzodinma is still standing. They say, Inofi Waka. What do you expect? When we are staying in Lagos, we stay for Lagos. If they see governor, who they see governor? So it is a governor. Which governor? Which governor? The waka on his own. Go waka inside streets. Which governor? Which governor? And don't you think he will be trying to protect himself? If you cannot, Hope Uzodinma, with all the accusation, atrocities, he did this and that, they could not stop this guy. This guy won all the local government like the way Soludo won all local government elections without anything. Nnamdi Kanu was taken from Kenya into Nigeria and nothing happened. They held him in ransom in Kenya. They manhandled him. Nothing happened. No intel. No whatever. So what capacity are you speaking on that you want to do or bring this one down, bring that one down? Under what capacity? Is it an Igbo man that likes money so much? A divided people cannot. I'm not saying that we should just fold our hands. A divided people cannot do nothing. A divided people. It was even in Nnamdi Kanu's cabinet that they started plotting against him. Samanekpa, they arrested Samanekpa today. Within 1 week, they don't divide. Ogen Kere and the deputy prime minister, they just divide, accuse themselves. On social media, they are watching their dirty linens on social media. People that they want to hand over a country to. When you start saying all these things, and they say, this one, Sabo Fulani. What this, some of these guys say, I blame those people that are, they call themselves media warriors, or IPOB media, this. I blame. You people don't really understand what is going on. That is why the information coming from you, 70% disinformation. 70%. You are not telling people the truth, the exact truth. When I tell you, say they go sentence Nnamdi Kanu, someone says it's a lie. It's a lie, they will not sentence him. November 20 go reach now. Options are on the table, things can happen. But with the way this case is going, even the lawyers, even legal luminaries, know that with the way this case is going, there's a likelihood that they will sentence Nnamdi Kanu. I know the Nigerian government will not be stupid enough to sentence Nnamdi Kanu to death. They will not even try it. They will not try it. They are wise. They will not even go to that route. They will not try to sentence Nnamdi Kanu to death. I know. But they will sentence this man. Some people are saying that since they started the prosecution, they went on with the case. Prosecution Council brought in their evidence against Nnamdi Kanu. If you are thinking of evidence, my brother, if you're a lawyer, you're watching this. If you're a legal person, you're watching this. You study law in school. Don't you think that the government of the day have evidence against Nnamdi Kanu? The only thing holding them is that how did they bring it from Kenya into Nigeria? If they can't prove that, it will be difficult for them to try Nnamdi Kanu. You people abandoned that one. You now started a case. You should have stood your ground. If Nnamdi Kanu is going to stay there forever, stand that ground. But as it says now, it is Nnamdi Kanu going discontinue this case. According to your laws, nobody is listening to anybody. You are in the hand of the Nigerian government. Tell yourself the truth now, so that you can know how you can act. You lie to yourself, you act on lies, you get disgraced. I repeat, you lie to yourself, you don't tell yourself the truth. You act on that lie, you are lying to yourself. You will get disgraced, and you will get food. So we don't want to get food. What next will be for the Biafran people if Nnamdi Kanu is eventually sentenced to 20 years in imprisonment? What will be the next for the Biafran project? That's my question this moment. If you're watching, please put down your recommendations.